Hi Leo, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. Thanks ever so much for joining me on your reading. You love Gypsy spread reading. So just to let you know how things are going to be working on the channel now, I'm going to be doing 4 readings per month for each of the signs. It's a lot of work to do, but I enjoy the tarot so much. You're getting readings from the 1st to the 15th of the month, and that'll be your Gypsy Tarot Love spread and also your Celtic Cross spread, which is general and can show anything. You'll also have, from the 16th to the end of the month, a further 2 readings, and that'll be Gypsy Tarot Love spread again, and also your Celtic Cross general reading. Okay, just see if there are any updates on the previous situation, or if you know, there's any changes coming in, that type of thing. On the Celtic Crosses, you'll see me from now on, because I haven't been connecting with you guys very much at all, and I like to connect with my audience. Okay, so that's what I wanted to say about that. For your reading, my darlings, we've got the Witch's Tarot for this reading. Okay, love this deck very, very much. And also you'll have the Romance Angels, okay, coming in, so as an advice. So let's have a look for you guys. So for Leo, Universe Spirit, what can you see coming in for Leo, Sun, Moon and Rising signs in terms of their love lives? What can you see coming in for Leo, Sun, Moon and Rising signs? Leo, Sun, Moon and Rising signs. Leo, Sun, Moon and Rising signs and love. What can you see coming in for Leo, Sun, Moon and Rising signs? Leo, Sun, Moon and Rising signs. Leo, Sun, Moon and Rising signs between the 1st and 15th of September in a Gypsy Tarot Love spread. Show me. Alright, so we've shuffled the cards. We're going to split this deck into 3. Collect it back up. And what we're going to do, we're going to start laying the cards down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, right, let's have a look what this is. So around the mental and emotional, the Magician. So for some of you guys, Leo, it might be a magician. Magician is a fast talker. This is somebody who, the situation is about the magician, okay? So it could be a person. Magicians can represent people, but they're very fast talking. They're very, they've got the gift of the gab. They're very charismatic. They only show up for a little bit of time, I found, with magician cards, okay? So they're like a spark. Some of you guys, the situation might be a spark of attraction. So when you get the Magician, this is about a new relationship coming in sometimes. This is about being attracted to someone. It's a real spark. There's a real energy around that situation. The Magician also shows somebody who has an intention to act. So there might be an action that's being committed here with this Magician energy. It might also be with the Magician having great ideas, great thoughts about love, that type of thing. What's your mental and emotional around this? Well, mentally and emotionally, you're the Page of Cups. So mentally and emotionally, you're very receptive to whatever this energy is. So I think there might be a spark around someone with the Magician. I think it might be a person, or there's a great spark in terms of love. And I feel mentally and emotionally with the Page of Cups, what it's saying to me is that you're quite receptive to this energy, because that's what the Page of Cups is. The Page of Cups is about communicating your love, expressing how you feel, that type of thing. And it might be with this Page of Cups that you feel very receptive emotionally towards this. What's the reason for that? Well, the High Priestess. So the High Priestess represents in love. When it comes to the High Priestess, it can be that there are platonic things going on here. So the High Priestess is about a secret, what is not known. So mentally and emotionally, around this spark, it might be that, you know, it might be that you're very attracted. The Magician also means to be very attracted to someone or something. Mentally and emotionally, you're very receptive to this. Mentally, you know, you're very open to the idea of love, following this through. Emotionally, there's a lot of fantasizing going on, because the Page of Cups is a dreamer, so you might be dreaming about this person. But it's because of the High Priestess. It's either that you might feel some form of a psychic connection towards this individual with the High Priestess, or it might be with the High Priestess. This is a platonic relationship. You don't really know how the other person feels. Their feelings are unknown. Maybe they're quite distant. Maybe they're quite mysterious with that High Priestess energy. Around your present situation, well, we've got the Two of Pentacles, and Two of Pentacles as a situation could show somebody who's playing the field. So sometimes when you get the Two of Pentacles, it's somebody who's playing with two relationships, not just you, but they're playing somebody else at the same time. This can also represent instability going on with this Two of Pentacles. But what's going on around that Two of Pentacles as the focus? Well, the Temperance energy is around this. So the Temperance energy is the needing to gain some form of balance around this situation. This isn't about healing. This is the situation that the focus is on in terms of love for the first 2 weeks in September, Leo, are all about gaining some form of balance, equilibrium, sorting things through, gaining some form of steadiness, I guess, because this is showing temperance. I mean, sorry, Two of Pentacles being the situation. The Two of Pentacles can be about a player, somebody who's playing two people at the same time, and around that situation, well, what's that about? That's about temperance, and temperance is really trying to work out what it is that you want. It's trying to achieve some form of balance, but we want to see what the situation is because of that. I think that this person, I think it's showing this person. This could be a air sign perhaps, or it could be maybe an earth sign individual. I think this person's playing. Two of Pentacles is the situation. This person's kind of working out. They're saying, do I go with Leo, or do I go with the other person perhaps? And around that, this person might be trying to get to know you, for example, a little bit. Because I think that your mental and emotional around this spark that you found with an individual, potentially, is very receptive. You're very open to it, mentally and emotionally, with this Page of Cups. You're dreaming about it, you're fantasizing about it, but it's based on the High Priestess energy, and that is the not knowing. Okay, sometimes this is a platonic relationship, sometimes this is somebody that you see around the office, you don't know much about them, you're talking to them, they might be a little bit mysterious, it gets your juices flowing even more. But the situation is this person might be playing with a couple of options, okay, in which what's going on around those options, well, temperance energy, trying to work out which one do they want, and what's the reason for that? The Nine of Cups. They might have a lot of options that they can choose between, I feel, with this Nine of Cups. You see a lady here, and she has 9 cups, so she's got 9 options for me on this card. This is a very loose emotional energy. So at the moment, I don't feel that there is anything for some of you guys too serious going on here, if that makes any sense. I think that you're more interested in this individual than the individual potentially is interested in you. Because I feel that this individual, that could be a Capricorn or maybe an air sign, is interested in working out what his or her options are. And I feel that even though you might be a potential option, for me this is about kind of having a bit of fun, seeing, you know, what's out there, seeing how the land lies, just making their choices carefully, because it might be that they're single and they can do that. What's going on around your hopes? Well, the Six of Cups is the situation. So the Six of Cups is about new relationships. It's not always about past ones, it's also about new ones. So the situation is about new relationships, feeling the joy and feeling the happiness and feeling the, you know, the wonderment of a relationship. It also represents soulmate relationships. But what are your hopes around this relationship of the Six of Cups that you have with this individual? Well, you're hoping for the Ace of Cups, you're hoping for love. You're hoping to be offered love, for somebody to be receptive to love, for somebody else, for this person to be open to love, to build it, to starting some form of a relationship with you, I feel, with this Ace of Cups. What's the reason for that? Well, there you go, because of the Knight of Cups. It's because, Leo, you're interested, you're showing interest here, you're offering out your love as the Knight of Cups. You're telling this person, well, I'm actually really interested in you, but I feel that this person has other options, and they're kind of playing with that, with the Temperance card. All right, what they're trying to do around these other options is really sort of find that balance in who it is that they want, because they do have those options there with the Nine of Cups. I feel that this person has options. We've got a card here, the Two of Pentacles, shows somebody who's weighing up their options. One or more people, you know, two or more people. Temperance is what the situation is about, okay, and this person's trying to find some form of balance within one of those options because of the Nine of Cups. All right, they've got options here, but also they might be trying to find some sort of emotional or sexual satisfaction in the situation. You're more on the love side here, I feel, okay, because your hopes, the situation is around the Six of Cups. You've built something up around this individual. The Six of Cups can also be the card of childish fantasies, so there might be something around that as well. The hopes around that are, though, to be offered love, to have this person fall in love with you with the Ace of Cups, to start some form of a new relationship. Because of the Knight of Cups, you're either offering them love, showing them the interest, or they're showing you some form of interest. Could be a earth sign, could also be potentially maybe an air sign. I don't know about that, but I think it might be a water sign or a earth sign potentially. What are your expectations in terms of love? Well, the King of Wands is the situation, so this might be the person here, and therefore it would probably make it either an Aries, Leo or Sagittarius individual. This is the situation. What are your expectations around this King of Wands? Strength. So you might be expecting, strength card is difficult. It can be that you expect to be able to charm this person, because the strength card also means, especially if you're female, using your feminine wiles to seduce an individual. We can see that this woman here has seduced and also he's a Leo. He or she is a Leo, so it might very much be a Leo individual potentially we're looking at here. But you're expecting strength, so you're expecting, for some of you guys, it will be to seduce this individual, because strength can mean seduction as well, because it's based on lust. So it might be that you're expecting a strength to seduce this person by your feminine charms, and she's got her boobs out and everything. So I'm not saying you're doing that, Leo, but it might be that you're expecting, male or female, to seduce this person with your manly or your feminine wiles. What's the reason for that? Because of the Four of Cups, because there's a lack of interest on their part. Four of Cups shows when somebody doesn't want love. They don't want what you've got to offer. So I think that you're expecting to seduce them because there's a lack of interest, I feel, on their part. I feel that you're the one that's doing the offering. You're the one that's been expressing interest here with this Knight of Cups, and that's why you're hoping that this person will be receptive to love with the Ace of Cups, and you're expecting to seduce them. It's around an individual. What is it about this individual that you're expecting strength? You might be expecting to seduce them, this individual. Why? Because it might be that there's a lack of interest on their part. They're not so forthcoming. Funny, Leo, because you are actually Leo. So the King of Wands, you're a Leo card. So this could be about your confidence as well. If this isn't the person, this could be the situation is that you're very confident within yourself. What is that confidence based on? Well, what is it about that confidence that you're expecting strength to seduce this individual? Or maybe this individual will seduce you, because you are Leo the Lion here. Alright, maybe you'll form a bond with this individual. Why is that? Because I feel that deep down you know that there is some form of difficulty in getting this person to recognise you or to be interested. What are you not seeing? Well, the Three of Cups is a card about gossip. It's a card about other people. So it might be that there's some group energy going on here. It could be gossip. It could be third-party situations. But what is it you're not seeing around that card? Well, the Eight of Swords. It might be that this person is bound. What are they bound by? It might be that because the situation, the Three of Cups. Alright, it might be that they're in a third party situation. You know, there's you there, but there's somebody else. And we do see they're weighing up options here. And it might be what you're not seeing is the Eight of Swords. It might be that they're bound to something here. Why is the Eight of Swords what Leo's not seeing? Because of the Page of Pentacles. So there could be a earth sign around, so there could be another individual here. This person's weighing up their options. Alright, they've got a couple of things on the go because they want to achieve with the Temperance card. The Temperance card is the reason for what this situation is. They want to achieve some equilibrium because of the Nine of Cups. Maybe they've been a player all their lives, whatever the case is, but they want to achieve some happiness. They've got a wish maybe here. Might be because they've got lots of options that they can choose between. But I feel that this person is maybe dealing in multiple partners, maybe not just you and somebody else, but it might be somebody else that they've actually got a commitment to, because the Page of Pentacles often represents to invest in a situation here. So the Three of Cups is a situation, three people, more than one person is involved in the situation. What you're not seeing is the Ace of Swords around that situation. And I feel it's the person that you might be interested in is bound. What are they bound to? Well, they might be bound to an earth sign, male or female, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, or it might be a younger female male with that Page of Pentacles, dark haired, or it could be that they're invested in something else, maybe with that Page of Pentacles energy, and their hands are actually tied. This person looks like they might be taking a bit of the piss to me, potentially. What is the immediate future? Well, the Fool. So it talks about new opportunities. So the Fool card can be an opportunity coming in. It can also show lack of commitment. But what is it around that opportunity coming in? Well, the Devil shows up here. So that's interesting coming in. The Devil shows an attraction to something that you shouldn't be attracted to. So it could be an opportunity, and what is it around that opportunity? It could be something sexual, maybe, with that shadow side, something that shouldn't be done, something that shouldn't be seen. What's the reason for that? The Five of Wands, and Five of Wands can talk about sexual energy. We do have the opportunity of the Fool being the situation. All right. I could read it two ways, maybe. The Fool being an opportunity coming to you guys, right? With this Fool, and it might, when you get Fools in terms of opportunities for love, it does talk about fresh starts, not all the time, but an opportunity to love. But it could be something that is very fleeting. What is it about that opportunity to do something that you shouldn't be doing, maybe, with the Devil energy showing here? What's that based on? The Five of Wands. The Five of Wands can also mean sort of sex, that type of thing, okay, because it's fire energy. Okay, playing around, that type of thing. Could also be that there is an opportunity coming in here, but not an opportunity as such. The situation might be a lack of commitment, for example. Fools often shows people who aren't committed in relationships. What is it about that Fool that that's coming in? Well, the shadow side. And the shadow side could be, when you look at this Devil card, Leo, people are trying to deflect from the Devil. So they're trying to turn away from this enticing thing. So it might be that the situation is about this person not being committed, maybe, with that Fool card, in which the situation around that coming in is the Devil. And that is moving away from the fear, kind of fighting off the, not the fear, fighting the temptation off. And what's the reason for that? Because of the Five of Wands. Lots of competition maybe around this person. Five of Wands often shows other competitors. So maybe you notice that this person's got other people that they're interested in, and you decide, actually, I'm not going to go in that direction. What is the overall outcome? Well, the Ace of Wands is nice. The Ace of Wands is about new passions, new relationships when it comes to love readings. It's also about a new attraction as well. What is it around that? Well, the Seven of Cups. It's saying around new passions, new relationships, new attractions, there'll be choices that you've got. There'll be lots of other options that you can look at. And what's the reason for that? Because of the World. I feel for some of you guys, you basically draw a line under this situation. There's a conclusion reached. There's the ending of a cycle with the World. It's coming from a place of higher, mature thinking. So, let's go back to the reading and quickly recap. I think there's a spark around you guys. A person might be a really good talker, good communicator with the Magician. Might just be a spark with an individual being the situation here. Mentally and emotionally, I feel that you're very receptive to it. I feel that you'd like to communicate more maybe with this. You're thinking about doing some nice communication. I think that emotionally wise, you feel very receptive. You're doing a lot of daydreaming maybe. But that's because of the High Priestess. Somebody's quite mysterious. They've got hidden depths maybe. Something that is unknown to you that entices you even more. Situation around the present shows, I feel that this is the person who's weighing up their options. They might have a couple of options, a few options that they could look at. What is it around that? Well, they're trying to find some form of an alignment and balance because of the Nine of Cups. Maybe they've got a wish for a relationship, but they're very kind of... Pentacles often show people that are cautious. So it might be that this person's not ready to rush into something because they're looking for the best particular mate for themselves, or simply they've got lots of options here. Your hopes are, well, the situation is the Six of Cups, so this is about an emotional connection in which what's going on around the hopes. You're hoping for love. You're hoping that this person's receptive to love, that this person perhaps falls in love with you. Why is that? Because I think that in some way, shape or form, you've let it know in some way with this Knight of Cups that you're actually interested. What are you expecting? Well, the situation is the King of Wands. It could actually be a fellow fire sign. It could be somebody around you. But as a result of that King of Wands, the situation around your expectations is strength. It'll either be that this person holds back a little bit here, because strength can mean having the inner confidence to withdraw or hold back, possibly because they're not interested. Or it could be, if you're the King of Wands, maybe, that this is, because you are Leo, and this is a Leo card, that, you know, the situation about you having kind of real confidence in this situation, in which the expectation expectations around that are that you'll seduce this individual, or that this person will seduce you. Why is that? Because of the Four of Cups. Are you trying to show a lack of interest? It wouldn't make sense to me, though, to say that. Might be that you're looking to seduce this individual, because really the Strength person here has seduced the Lion. But the Lion is very receptive to Strength. So maybe your expectations are, as a result of this confidence, that this person will be receptive to you. But why is that? It's based on their nonchalance. And but perhaps it's based also on their need to, or your feeling that they're contemplating you. Hidden factors. Well, there's group energy here, Three of Cups. Might be many girls, many guys within this situation, okay, and it might be around that. But the Three of Cups is also where there's third party situation, so this person might already have actually somebody else, even though they're doing this here. And I would then be inclined to think that this was about the options that they have. They're looking around and saying eeny meeny miny mo sort of thing, okay, because they're doing this. So it might be that they've actually got somebody here already on that Three of Cups, because third party situations here, in which what you're not seeing is this person might have their hands tied already with the Queen of Swords, sorry, with the Eight of Swords energy. And what's the reason for that? Well, it might be a Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus individual, younger female, male, for example, that might already be invested in something here. What you'll see coming in, I feel, it'll either be that there is an opportunity here. Well, what's that opportunity around the Devil? And that's to do something a bit naughty, a bit shady. Why is that? Possibly with the Five of Wands, sexual tension maybe. But it could also be, I would be more inclined to think the situation is about the Fool. And this is somebody who's not, I mean, he looks like he or she looks like there might be in a commitment here. Their hands are bound. But the Fool as a situation in the overall outcome, in the immediate future, would possibly be for me they're not willing to commit to you. Okay, and as a result of that, well, what is that about, that situation? The shadow side. Well, it might be that they're reluctant to go there. Why are they reluctant to go there? Because they know it's going to cause some friction maybe with this Five of Wands, possibly even with the partner. The outcome shows the Ace of Wands. So I feel that there are new situations opening up to you here. There are new attractions coming in for you, Leo. Okay, what's going on around those attractions? Well, it's about the Seven of Cups. New options for you to look at. And why is that? Because I feel that some of you guys will draw a line in the sand underneath this situation. Let's have a look at what your advice reading is from the Romance Angels. Universe Spirit, what is the advice that you have for Leo? What is the advice that you have for Leo? What is the advice that you have for Leo? Show me. Children. Your love life is being affected by children. Maybe this is something about the individual showing up. Let's get another card on that. Maybe this person has children. Maybe they're bound because they've got a child or something like that. Page of Pentacles can also be a child. So maybe there's something about children going on here. What else advice do you have on this reading for Leo? What is the other piece of advice that you have on this reading for Leo? Show me. Let your friends help you. Ask for help and accept support from others. So maybe you need to ask for some support, some advice around the situation from others and see what they think about it. But I do feel that there will be, for some of you guys, the need to let go of something here, because it's not going to serve you in the end. I feel that you're more interested in an individual than they are actually interested in you, Leo. And in the end, for some of you guys, you're going to need to start looking at other options for love, because I feel with the World card showing up here is the reason for that. This is you looking at the situation from a mature perspective rather than the Six of Cups perspective, which can be fantasy and childish. That's your reading, guys. Speak to you soon. Take care.